Brother, I have no idea what this means for Avengers Doomsday. I am so very confused.
I did not know this was happening. This is number one. I happened to stumble upon this scrolling, doom scrolling. I think it was TikTok, right? And the first few names were already revealed, like the first two or three.
What you mean? Let me see. Cause look, this is the start of this is the start.
When I started it, yeah.
All right. So they came in and they popped in the names, right?
All right.
Like with the chairs. This is the first one. Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. Number one is
Thor.
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 Yes. No mention. So look, this is why I believe they're hiding stuff. Because
Not crazy at all. Not even crazy.
Wait. Where's his daughter? She's not on the cast list. He's obviously going to be there. Love. Why wouldn't she be there? So they're hiding stuff. They're not. This is not the full cast list. This is absolutely not the full cast list.
Vanessa Kirby, number 2.
That is the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm.
But why set it up like this?
Wait. Because Dr. Doom, the Fantastic Four, duh.
No, yes, but I'm saying, look, Chris Hemsworth, and they come with Vanessa Kirby.
There was no order. There was really no order to this. This was just this was them just showing, look, this is our general cast in the beginning, right? And then they started ODing. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Sue Storm, we good with that? It makes sense. Yes.
Bro, this is wild. Hold on, it's just loading. Anthony Mackie,
Captain America, of course. We knew he was coming.
There's the issue is not about this. The shit about you saying they're putting it in no order fucks up in a little while, and I'll show you why. Anthony Mackie. It does. We knew this.
On purpose.
We knew this. We knew this. Of course.
The next one I think is the one that caught me a little bit. I was like, oh yeah.
Sebastian Stan. No, they're keeping it. Captain America. Fucking Winter Soldier. Not crazy.
It caught me a little because I was like, oh, they are bringing Bucky back for sure. Good.
Nothing.
Fury.
Nothing though. This is not out of the ordinary. This is all like okay,
Black
cool.
Panther.
Black Panther, Shuri, not out of the ordinary. Wow, I didn't notice that. They did Paul Rudd like that. Damn, son.
I love that one so much.
Did they just like shadow? They just shadow through this out there, right?
I don't know, but it just popped up, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Who announced this?
Wyatt Russell. That's U.S. agent.
Oh yes, Wyatt. That's right.
U.S. agent. Yup.
I don't know how yeah, so that's Thunderbolts.
Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah.
Right? Funny how Kurt Russell plays Star-Lord's dad, and then his son comes into the MCU as well. Like, what the fuck?
So, it's Thunderbolts, Avengers, and Fantastic Four.
Four so far.
No Guardians.
Right.
Who's this?
El Niño de Namor. Namor.
It is Namor. You said he wasn't there.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God. That is one.
Bro.
That's 1, 2. That's like awesome. 3. That's finally. Like 3 of the. No, that's 2 of the Phoenix 5.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
Namor.
Yes, sir. El Niño sin Amor. The Thing. There we go. Obviously, if Sue Storm was there, the rest of them are there.
I didn't think that they would have put him right after. I didn't know he was this early on.
Oh, no. We knew that they were going to be in Doomsday. That was confirmed.
No, I meant like in the realm of the seats. Like to throw in... Yeah. So, all right, so hear me out. So they were using the Fantastic Four. No. They were using the Fantastic Four members to throw everything else off. Because look where Sue sits, and then look where... Because Namor is right after Black Panther.
Right. Shang-Chi. Finally.
That's how you pronounce his. That's how you spell his first name.
Shang-Chi is back. Simu Liu. Yeah.
I didn't know that's how you spell his first name.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi is finally back because he is an actual honorary Avenger.
But there's no.
He works. Remember, he worked with Bruce Banner and Captain Marvel at the end of in his movie.
There's no Wong.
He is an honorary Avenger.
There's no Wong.
Right?
There's no
Wong.
There's no Doctor Strange. There's no Fing Fang. There's no Fing Fang Foom.
They're hiding stuff.
There's no Fing Fang Foom.
Fing Fang.
If he's here, Fing Fang Foom needs to be there.
Nah, they're hiding stuff.
Fing Fang Foom needs to be there.
Let's move on. No, he does not need to be there. Let's move on. Let's go.
Florence Pugh. Oh my God.
Yelena Belova. I cannot wait. I'm so happy she's back. I'm so happy she's back. I'm so happy that she's going to be.
Did they just really do all of the Thunderbolts?
Yo, all I'm gonna say is,
Dark Avengers.
Black Widow now. She needs to be Black. No, she needs to be the Black Widow now. He has to be. I'm sorry.
Do they do Dark Avengers versus X-Men versus Fantastic Four?
Nah. You're
Battle World.
Yo, this is the one that threw me for a loop. When I saw this name, I almost died. Kelsey Grammer, who is the Beast from X-Men. This is the one that threw me for a loop when I saw it. Because I was like, whoa. Does that mean everybody? Who else is going to be in it, right?
I like the way they did his Beast. But he's a viejo.
Yeah, did you not see it? Look at the one from the end of the Marvels.
It's him in the coat, right? They CGI'd it. His
voice. It looks so good.
His voice is perfect.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if it's CGI. He looks fantastic.
Great fucking job.
He looks so good. I don't care if he's CGI. I really don't. He looks fantastic. Right. Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
Yeah, but then they just start going X-Men crazy.
Yeah, yo. Sentry.
Oh, that's his fucking name.
Yep.
That's weird.
Sentry.
Man. That's weird, man.
I was like, oh shit. They just spoiling Thunderbolts right now. Cool.
You know what's crazy? You know what's left out a lot of this?
Shit, bro.
There's none of the mystical characters except for Shang-Chi.
I know.
They could be doing something with that.
They're hiding, bro. This is not the full cast list. They're hiding.
Danny fucking Ramirez.
The Falcon.
Oh my God.
Joaquin Torres. Of course, this is what we expected.
No, I didn't. I don't know where he fits. Does he die? Does he do what? What's gonna go? What happens here? Why is he there? Joseph Quinn. Joseph fucking Quinn, bro. I don't know how that sits. I don't know how they fit. I don't know how they fit, bro. I don't know how they fit. Oh, that's right. He also played this character too. This fucking guy, bro.
Yeah, so, Joseph Quinn playing Johnny Storm. There we go, of course. That's 3 out of the 4. That's expected.
Yeah, they were using them to break it up. They
threw Kelsey Grammer in there early just to be like, right? Like just to give us a low hanging fruit. Like here, grab it. You know you want it. If you're gonna eat this up, and then when we give you the rest, you're gonna die.
Who's David Harbour?
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. That is correct. I'm sorry. I'm not the best with
I unfortunately am. When it comes to Marvel, I actually am for some reason.
So I'm not that crazy about that. That's just full Thunderbolts. Winston fucking Duke.
M'Baku.
Yo,
so
what the fuck?
Too,
no, so that means that they're gonna be in Wakanda at some point.
I mean, Shuri and M'Baku being in it is not surprising. Like that's Ghost. She was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. The second one,
Not wasted.
second movie, second Ant-Man movie.
Wasted.
Um,
Wasted.
like,
Wasted. I'm sorry. Wasted.
I'll be honest.
Wasted. Wasted. Not that
I
she's a
was just
bad
like,
actress.
whatever.
Not that she's a bad actress. Or
I mean, you got to keep it. I get that they're keeping their whole squad together, and I like that they're keeping their whole squad together, right? And I like that they're adding their squad to the rest of the squad that
but
they
how
have.
does it fit in the whole thing? So like Ghost is like Ghost is like C tier. So fit.
How does this team deal with Doom?
This is a huge deal. I think that
I mean?
I think that the Avengers take the massive L, and these guys come in as Dark Avengers, and try and save the day, and then something happens to the X-Men.
It's gonna be another
or maybe the reason they're keeping them together because they're running. Maybe they're keeping them together because at the end of Thunderbolts they're like, okay, this is the new Avengers. Like they're the new Avengers.
They're gonna. I promise you, they're gonna be the covert Avengers, right? But they're gonna be called the Dark Avengers.
Avengers.
It's not gonna be dark as in the comics,
Bro,
where it's like literally a team of where it was a literal team of villains who became fake heroes and then actually ended up liking being heroes. Bro, that's not what they're gonna do. It's just gonna be these people as basically like the covert ops Avengers. That's how I see them. Their team. You know what I mean? That's what they would do.
Yeah, Dark Avengers. Like Black Ops. Right?
Exactly. Like a Black Ops style. Like that's exactly what I expect from that team. So I'm cool with that. Like doing something different.
Bro, how the fuck do you get Loki right here, bro? Oh my god. Out of fucking nowhere. Why is he there? What the fuck do they have to go to the Lord of Stories, bro? What the fuck?
Thor is going to go to Yggdrasil.
To do what? To ask Loki. Him to change the story?
No, he's going to meet Loki again. And I'm going to cry.
They did Patrick Stewart right after Tom Hiddleston? Get the fuck out of here. I would have lost my shit, bro. I was not watching at this point, in the sense of like watching this go at that moment. If I would have saw this name come up right out, I would have lost it.
Mark.
This is crazy.
When I saw Patrick Stewart,
the bald man is back. The bald man is back.
All I could think of in my heart, Mark,
was Hollow Chair.
The next name.
Floating chair.
Next name. Hold on. If the next name is Ian McKellen, I might flip out. What's the next name, Mark?
Get the fuck out of here. Professor Xavier and Magneto. I've never seen Ian McKellen with any of the other actors in the back of the row. It's going to be beautiful to see how he runs with.
Yeah, all of these people working together or whatever happens in this movie because we don't know.
I'm trying. But the thing is, here's my only issue. Spoiler alert right now. There's no Parker.
I don't want to talk about that.
There's no Spider-Man. There's no Parker.
I don't want to talk about it.
And there's two's relationship with Peter Parker alone can put a tear to my eye right now. Because Parker is the only human mutate.
Mark, move on, please. This name threw me for a loop because I didn't recognize the name at first.
Alan Cumming. And
then when I searched up the name, and then I saw a picture, I didn't even see a picture of him as the character. I saw a picture of just him. And I was like, what? I was like, no, don't tell me this is who I think it is. And then when I searched up who he were, deeper.
So crazy. This is so crazy. Yeah.
When I searched up who he was deeper, who do you get? Fucking XMen 2 Nightcrawler. I was like, oh my god.
Wagner. But no Halle Berry. Kurt Wagner.
He's back.
Can you what was it, the question they asked him? They were like, how can you still have your faith even though you look like that? He was like, it was some shit about like faith has no face or some shit. It was something beautiful.
Oh yeah, he was. Yo, honestly, one of the best characters in those movies by
The
far.
the beautiful part about
Okay,
this
okay,
is,
hold on. Please move on to the next name.
hold on, this is big deal because hear me out. It remember he's a mutant hybrid. Azazel, his dad, is part of the two first species, one the more angelic ones, and then the more demonic ones. I forget what the name of that race is called because Azazel,
No, Mark, that
Azazel's.
don't matter right now.
No,
That
I'm
don't
just
matter
I'm
right
just
now.
saying.
You
Just
know
hear
what
me out.
matters right now? The
Aesthetically,
next name, the
aesthetically,
next few names.
aesthetically, the work that they did for his costume and back in the day blows my mind even thinking about it now.
Yeah, word. I actually love the way he looked. Also, the next few names made me so happy. When I saw her name, I was like, nah.
Here, okay. Why I do want to say one thing about Mystique. This Mystique is so interesting because the amount of voice lines they gave Jennifer Lawrence for Mystique vastly outnumbers the amount of voice lines this woman had in all three movies. All
And
four,
you
if
know
you
what?
including Days of
You
Future
know
Past.
what? Her
Oh no,
Mystique
not
was
not
always
including.
better
She
than
wasn't in
Jennifer
Days of Future
Lawrence.
Past. What am I talking about? I find, hear me out, that
Her Mystique was always better
the
than
Mystique that had the so subtle way of speaking fucked me up. But that takes away a little bit from some of the caring nature that she still possesses. So I'm interested to see what they do with this
nah.
Mystique if they
Fuck
give her
that.
more
Fuck
voice
that.
lines.
Fuck that. I'm just happy she's
No, I
back
think it's gonna
because
be
this means
interesting. On
that
to the
nah,
next
because
one.
we yeah. This
Hold on. Something
name.
happened to my headphones. Yo,
What
hold
happened?
on.
The whole
What
thing
happened?
ended.
Just give me a second. Something happened to my headphones. They disconnected. Hold on. Fucking AirPods, bro. All right, we're back. I hear you. All right,
Okay.
on to the next one.
Put the thing back up on the screen. It's gone.
Oh,
Next few
yeah.
names are a little bit wild.
Oh, that is the next one.
Yeah.
James Marston.
Cyclops.
That's his. That's. Oh
Cyclops.
my God. That's right. Oh my God. They did him after. They did him after Mystique. Oh my God.
And and
Oh
and
my
and and that right
God.
there, that
Oh
right
my
there is crazy. That
God.
right there is crazy.
So
Cause like,
crazy.
hell yes. Hell yes.
He out of everybody, bro. He out of everybody's been asking to come back, bro.
But you know what's
They
even
wanted to.
crazier?
He
Wait,
asked.
wait, wait.
He was like, "Yo, can I come back for Days of Future Past? Yo, can I come back for this?" And they kept
Yo,
fucking
hold on.
shafting him, bro.
Hold on. You know what? The, I'm happy he's back. The next name is the one that took me to another level of like, ain't no way.
I
Oh,
fell
bro,
to my knees praying. I said, "This
they
is
are bringing
fucking
back
crazy."
Channing Tatum.
I'll make a name for myself here. Mm.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Oh my God, bro! Another one that deserves
We
it. You know what I
got
mean?
Gambit back. We got Gambit back.
Two big ass nerds, bro.
We got
God,
Gambit back, bro.
God.
Yes. This movie's gonna be a banger.
But
What's the next two names?
there's no solo movie for him.
What's the
So
next two, what's the next two names? The last two. For the last name, you have to let it play. Okay. That's a fantastic. Last member of the Fantastic Four, the main man himself.
I wonder if any of this is supposed to make sense because you put Mr.
Oh no, no, no.
Fantastic.
Wait.
You put
quiet. Don't let the next one play out. Get close to it. You could probably forward it a little bit. You know, when the door opens up in the back.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
There it goes.
Still more. Remember the door opens up first?
Yeah, it's
Still
opening
a little
up.
more.
It's opening up.
You can put it up a little bit more.
It's opening up.
It takes a bit before, bro. Put it. I wish you would listen.
He's coming. Look.
Final name. The main man.
He's wearing a green suit too. Shh. Why is he saying shush for? Why are you doing that? Why did you just shush me? Why did you just do that?
I don't know.
No. There's a comic like that.
There has to be.
There's a comic like that. I remember that. I remember a comic like that, boyo. Hold on. You gotta give me 2 seconds, okay?
Yo, Marvel cooked with this shit right here.
Hold on.
They just revealed their main cast, and it's stacked. It's stacked. A lot of major players are left out of this reveal, though.
Hold on.
This can't be everyone. They're saving stuff for the movie. You know what I mean? Yo, this first trailer is gonna be crazy.
No,
bro.
them going like this. What is that? They're gonna do this storyline with him. They're gonna
Thor,
put him in.
yo,
They're gonna
Thor,
put him in the World Tree. Look at Sue. They're gonna put him in the World Tree. He's gonna be in the World Tree.
He's going to take Loki's powers.
Yes, he's gonna be the god of stories.
He's possibly gonna kill Loki and take his powers and
take
use
Sue.
those. That's gonna happen at the end of the movie. He's gonna use those powers, right, to become God Emperor Doom and create Battle World for Secret Wars.
There's no Logan. There's no Parker.
That's gonna be Secret Wars. That's all gonna be Secret Wars. All of them, if they're not in this movie, that's all Secret Wars. When he remakes the multiverse into Battle World and everybody wakes up, Spider-Man better be the only person who remembers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Spider-Man needs to be the only person who remembers everything from the previous thing because he needs to be him in that movie. You know, he needs to be the guy in that movie. I'm sorry. Spider-Man needs to be our lead. For Secret Wars, having him like actually take charge for a bit would be fucking awesome. Finally,
He needs to. It'll be a more.
Yeah, he got to grow, man. He has to grow, and him leading a little squad is not out of the realm of possibility. He's done it before.
Bro, look who they're leaving out, bro.
Yeah,
look
dude.
who they're leaving out,
players.
Bro. Oh my god,
the
this
Hulk.
is crazy.
The Hulk?
Bro, the Hulk is doing Hulk things in his own world, bro. World War Hulk. But where does okay, I think that if there's any way to fuck up the mystical and the science, it's Doom, right? So Doom definitely needs to act somebody.
Where the fuck is Doctor Strange?
I don't know, but
is Doctor Strange gonna happen before this movie, next one, or you know what I mean, or what's happening with that? Like what's going on? That's what I want to know.
Well, Strange something's gonna happen to the mystical world. That Strange is gonna have to be like, oh shit, I gotta get involved now. I
the
gotta get
incursion.
involved.
He's
Yeah,
going to the dark dimension to talk to Dormammu as the end of in the ending of fucking Multiverse of
bro,
Madness.
please bring
He goes with
do
Dormammu's niece Clea, right?
do
Why is
that,
he not
do
in this
that,
movie?
do
Why
that,
is he not in this movie?
do that, and bring Ghost Rider.
Oh, please.
God,
I wish. Secret
God,
Wars.
please, God, please,
Secret Wars.
God, damn it, bro,
Secret
please
Wars.
bring
That's
Ghost
it.
Rider.
Secret Wars. That's all you need. That's where you get everybody that you want.
Johnny Blaze, bro, Johnny Blaze, like tortured soul.
I would absolutely take Nicolas Cage with him again. I would. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell, okay.
You wouldn't?
I mean,
If we're
what
bringing back,
other Johnny Blaze would there be?
A new Johnny Blaze after the fact, played by this fucking dude from Walking Dead, Daryl. He could be the new. He could be the fucking the rebooted timeline. Fucking.
So no Hellfire Gala.
Yeah, you're thinking it the wrong way, bro.
No Hellfire Gala, no Parker, no Hulk. Definitely God Emperor Doom goes crazy, goes into.
By the end of this movie, I really do hope he takes Loki's powers and becomes God Emperor Doom. It makes a lot of sense.
God Emperor Doom, which then opens up to Battle World. Either the Beyonders, plural, or the Beyonder comes.
He takes all the strands of the multiverse and combines them into one and creates Battle World. Simple.
And then after that, we get Avengers versus Avengers versus XMen.
After that it's Secret Wars.
And then after that it's Avengers versus XMen.
Nah, that's the rebooted. That's when everything gets rebooted.
Phoenix Force, Phoenix 5.
Everything is gonna get rebooted.
Oh my God.
From what we know.
God, bro. God.
It's gonna be a full reboot probably, or maybe
yeah, but they need somebody like Doom to do it. Yeah, I would have said it would. I would have said it would have been Kang.
It would have been Kang. It would have been.
But Doom is just
crazy.
But, Doom is crazy.
Whatever.
Kang for later. I'm fine with this.
My problem is.
Close us out.
Avengers, assemble.